viewers, welcome to another interview segment with Somi, where I bring you inspiring stories from inspiring people. Today on set, we have someone that has been in business for more than 10 years. So much to learn. Join me as I welcome my guest on set. Thank you. You're welcome on set, ma'am.
Thank you.
Please introduce yourself.
My name is Mrs Winny Ogbu. I'm the creative director of Winny Bakes and Cream and the managing director of Sweet Baby's World.
So, what are the products and services you offer?
Basically, I'm into food. Apart from buying and selling, I do for my baby shop. But I'm basically into food. Anything food, anything edible. So once you call me, we are ready to render services. So, but most people know us basically on cakes. So, we do cakes and every other pastries. We make bread, everything pastry. We do cocktails, gas drinks, fresh juice and stuff. Everything edible. As long as it goes into the mouth, that's your size.
What inspired your journey into this business?
Okay, I was born into a catering home. So, as a child, I know mommy's business is making food, baking cakes for outdoors, and she has a shop. So, I've always been there with my mom as a young girl. So, when I got to a certain age of trying to look for something for myself, I went into selling of children's wares. You know, sometimes your life partner has a lot to do with what you end up doing. So when I got married to him, we didn't like the idea of me cooking food or serving the public when it comes to meal. To him, he feels is downgrading. So he feels is downgrading. So, but I know I needed to do something. So I just looked around my environment and decided to go into baby stores. Because I know that should be like 16 years ago. So you don't really have much. I had my first baby. So most of the things I get in town, I go to Enugu to get it. So for that reason, I just felt, okay, this is a good business to go into. I started with Lagos actually. Going to Lagos to buy children's stores. So after 5-6 years of being into the kids business, at that point, you begin to understand, okay, she can actually manage a business. So, and it was easier for me at that point to start introducing other things to that. So, at that point, I was talking to a friend. I knew something else to give me more money. You know, you are getting money, but it's never enough. So, that's why I want to go into a cake business. Do cake. Cake is good. I was like, okay. I really, you are good, because when I was in school, we bake cakes for our birthdays, but we don't do business with it. So it was like, we're very good into cake. So once you start it, you will be able to make hell of money. He's also into a cake business, so he's introducing me to what he felt Abakili doesn't have. Go into it, make a name from it, and start it. So he is in Kaduna. That's a mouthful. So I slept over it, woke up, and I was like, okay, take business, here it comes. So I really just actually just depend. I had a background knowledge about it. I had to educate myself to push into the business. So that was the first step I took.
Okay, you know, introducing a business that's not common in an environment, you sure will have experienced some, you know, limitation before people start accepting it, you know. Tell us about it. How was it like?
It's not easy, I'm telling you. It's not easy. But one thing is going into anything, you have to have that determination that I'm doing it right. And I'm going to get it right. There's one thing doing it right. There's one thing getting it right. You understand? So first and foremost, I looked out for my target customers. I was looking out for people like me that want something special, that want something different from all had them because I believe when I actually started my first business was in 2009.
2009, yes.
2009. That was when I started my first business.
Wow.
So and that was when I started babies. Then everything I got to Enugu. So I went to that and Kinsoki. That is the name of that shop.
Wow.
Most of us from Abakaliki go there to buy. So it's a really big shop.
Okay.
You understand? So I was there 2-3 times. I monitored, checked out what they do. Then it wasn't easy because I didn't get any support from anywhere.
Okay.
When I started, even my husband wasn't getting support. Not because he doesn't have the money, but he felt, why are you going into this?
Okay.
Do you understand? So first, I started saving for it.
Wow.
You understand? So I'm trying to introduce something new. You have to make it very special.
Okay.
So I don't want people to come into my shop and still see what they see in the market.
Okay.
So the special thing, something different from the town. So sometimes they might not buy, but they're coming to see.
Okay.
So while you're seeing, I'm talking to you understand? Now just it. I just try to make it very special. That once you come into the shop, you smile about it and you go and tell your neighbor, I went to this particular shop and it looks so different and unique. You understand? So that was actually what I did.
Okay, you've really been in this business for quite a whole lot of years, and it shows that you believe in your idea. You believe in the vision. Some people, they start a business and 2 years they give up. What has really been your propelling force? Being consistent, irrespective of the challenges that you have faced over the years.
What has been your first? I would say God has been faithful. Not just because I have the strength or the energy to keep going, but it's just God. You understand? Because sometimes it's like I feel like giving up actually. I just believe in myself and tell myself, if this person can do it. I look at people outside the world where I found myself. I just look at them and just tell myself, tap myself, they can do it. You don't even know the challenges they are passing through. Yes, my unity. Do you understand? So I just tell myself, you can do it. Go on, you can do it. And be prayerful and handing everything over to Him. That's the God Almighty. So I believe He just sends the Holy Spirit to give me that energy and the strength to keep moving. Because for me as woman, I won't give myself that credit that this gave me the strength or the force to keep moving. No, I won't do that. I think God, that should be the answer to that question. God was just there at the right time to keep me going. And again, He blessed me with very good set of human beings. You know, the environment you find with yourself, I always ask people, who is your friend? Is it that kind of person you are telling your next move and the person is bringing down your spirits? You understand? So God also blessed me with positive minded human beings. So these are the two things I kept going.
Wow, interesting. Okay, so there was a time you hosted shows that brought different cake bosses from different parts of the country. So how did that collaboration, how was it like? Tell us about it.
That was real experience.
Yeah.
Real experience at one. Okay. At that point in my life, I looked at my environment and I felt I can't be the only king shouting
Okay.
Do you understand? I needed to make other kings and queens around me. See, the caliber of people you know determines if you're good ruler. I don't really understand. Before you can call yourself a king, you have to be able to produce kings, or you have intentions to do one. So at that point in time, I felt Ebony State baking skill was very too low. So I needed to get people to help us come out of the dark. Do you understand? There's this thing that they say you can't be the only cock.
Yeah,
Or something like that. So, and that was just the major reason why I did what I did. Because I needed to make us see the other side of the world. Do you understand? And if you check that show, they started from the scratch. Because some of us don't have that foundation in this town. So that was actually what led me to do that. And it wasn't easy paying such people because I got kitchen pastries from Enugu, who is the queen of Africa. So you understand, if you follow her on Instagram or Facebook, you know her cakes are unique. For me, I think she's the best in Enugu. And I got G-Drops from Lagos. So G-Drops is one icon in the industry that almost everybody in Africa that is in our industry know who she is because of the things she has done for the industry. I was able to also get that my friend I told you about from Kaduna, Mouthfeels. You understand? He's excellent in his own field of gravity, making and molding of things. I was able to get LCD from energy too. So it wasn't just easy getting that caliber coming down to a Abakaliki.
That was a big one.
That was a big one. But to God be the glory that I was able to own it and getting my people to do it. It was in collaboration with some other bakers that came up to assist. You understand? Assist in making things work out. It was just a great one, and God was just there for us, and I give him all the glory.
Okay, so share with us some of the lessons that you learn. You know, when you're preparing for such years, you encounter this. So just in a nutshell, just tell us like some of the lessons that you learn. You know, when you're planning for something, you life lessons.
I did learn a whole lot of a total load of lessons. You understand? You know, sometimes when you want to do something, there's this the devil is never happy about things good coming. I don't even understand where I'm coming from. And probably he knows that you're going to touch lives through that program, and he raised his ugly head. But the good thing is that God is so faithful, and age has also taught me some good lessons. You understand? So at that point in time, one of the lessons I learned is when you are climbing the next step, don't look at who is trying to shut you down. Because if I had given room
For
excuses and people shutting me down and people trying to tell me you are not getting it right, I wouldn't have been able to do it. Do you understand? I remember myself calling G-Drops a month to the program, telling her, I feel like cancelling the whole thing. And she said, Winnie, what do you mean? I said, I feel like, in short, I don't want to do this program. I don't think it's my calling. And she's like, no, you must do it.
Wow.
You understand? She was like, you must do it. I said, Mama, you don't understand. Because actually I addressed her as a boss. I said, you don't understand, boss. She said, you have to. Is it because of what people say? Is it because of this? Because she has had that experience. I want you to know, if I open my mouth and tell you what I go through, you will know you are going through nothing. So after talking to me, I spoke with my friend, my cousin, and my manager. So I spoke with her. We sat down together. We put our heads together. Juma, So we talked about it and she was like, do it.
Wow.
She's one person that likes pushing me very well. She said, do it, do it, you can do it. So that you can do it. Even without anybody, you can do it. So it wasn't that easy anyway, but encouragement from both of them made me make the second step of like telling myself I can do it. So the people I didn't meet before, I started meeting them. Those papers that now came more. I understand that there was gap in communication between me and them. So they were not coming to assist. So at that point in time, I learned that no matter what you are doing, you cannot be the only one standing. You need a whole full force of other people. You might be the major person standing there, but you still need human beings to lift you up. So at that point, I understand I need human beings to lift me up. So I had to go for those human beings that I can say, okay, I need you to lift me up. So, and they were there for me. Wow. You understand? So it's really taught me that lesson, and it's really made me believe that it's not all about how much you have. It's not all about who you know. It's about having the right people and the faithful ones to help you stand and holding the ladder for you while you are on the top. So that is one major lesson I learned.
Okay, so some will not appreciate the glory except they know the story. You didn't just start by having an outlet. You were once a home, baker from being a home baker. You opened this outlet, and now you are the malt. Tell us about it.
Okay. I started as a home baker just right at my backyard. Just right at my backyard, not even in my kitchen, just at my backyard.
Okay.
So so that is 2013.
Wow.
So I just started from my backyard. I was pregnant for my son, so I always use that's why I'm using my space. I go backward.
Okay.
So I was pregnant for my son then. So I told my son I'm going to start. Now, real life is very funny. As I was about starting 2013, I had the money to open a shop. I have the money to get equipment. I got everything. I opened the shop, and it was just this color, lemon. Wow! I opened the shop that year.
Okay.
Then 3-4 months later, I knew I was not right to be out.
Because we now saw the experience
outside. So baking is not something you just rush out from the room.
Okay.
Do you understand? You need to have a whole lot of people before coming outside to pay rent, pay salary, taxes and stuff. So I had to go back.
Wow.
I had to go back to my kitchen, to my backyard. There's a little space I have in my backyard. So I now had to start baking from there.
Okay.
So, and that is just how I started. I did one wedding cake, from one wedding cake to 2 wedding cakes, to 1 birthday cake, to 7 birthday cakes, to uncountable birthday cakes, right from my house, because I know that the space at the backyard won't be enough for us to keep cakes. We use my dining, we use my parlor. You virtually see cake everywhere in my house.
And your doing training is there too?
Yes.
Wow.
But we're doing selected people.
Okay.
Because my family is explaining it. Not because of the space, because my children stay there. So I don't want to invite anyhow or everybody to come to the house. So I think I had just my manager, a boy and a girl. I trained them to work with from scratch. You understand? So we were doing so well. So then the epidemic hits. So immediately as the epidemic is coming up, I noticed I wasn't selling as much as I should. Everybody is scared of his or her neighbor. You don't want people coming into your house. So that was at that point me and my manager was sat and she was like, we have to go out.
Wow.
We already have enough customers, but we can't let them into the house because of the stories we heard about COVID. Do you understand? So we started looking for a space. Within 1 week or two, we got a space,
Okay.
worked on it, and we opened during COVID.
Wow.
You understand? So we came outside during COVID, and that should be about 4 years ago. 4 to 5 years ago.
Wow.
So it'll be 5 years by next month.
Outside.
Outside.
Wow. Wow.
So we baked. I actually did baking in my house for 6 years. So for outside, it'll be like 5 years by next month, 5th of May.
Wow. And from these outlets, you bettered the outlets in the mall.
Yes. Now, Winnie Bakes and Cream House, about 4 outlets.
Okay, tell us about it.
From these outlets, because anything you're doing anyway, you must be God first.
Yes.
That is just the leading house of my story. So once you are taking him out of your story, then I don't know how the story will end. So he's first.
Okay.
So we finished working on a cake. So it's a stressful week for us here. So we worked very stressful week. You understand? So maybe we finished, I was like, oh no, mommy, where call my manager is Auntie Ju.
Okay.
So I said, Auntie Ju, come. Where is Simeon? There's another guy that has stayed with me for a long time.
Okay.
I said, oh, both of me, that let's get a place that they call more. Let's take that place out. We didn't have plans of going there to open an outlet.
Okay.
We didn't have intentions of opening an outlet. We just got up and went for sightseeing.
Wow.
There was no dream of having a second office when we were living here.
Wow.
Between me, them, and God.
Wow.
Do you understand? So it was just by 5:30, 6 p.m. We drove there and we were like, wow, this is beautiful. Wow. And we were like, yes, everybody are doing it. Two of them are big and we are like, kiss me, so pictures everyone. You understand? Because I said the people around you matters a lot. You understand? So the two of them were like, we need it. And before you know it, we need 48 hours.
Wow.
We were able to pay for an outlet.
Wow. Wow.
So we paid for an outlet in the mall. We opened the space last year, December.
Wow.
From there, we bettered it 2 extra.
Wow.
So
we were on the
having a restaurant.
Wow.
You understand? So it just my team, I had a great team. My Lord had blessed me. So and that is it.
Wow. Okay. So before we wrap up this interview, you've always been saying that God bless you with great people, workforce. What are the things you do to make people to be able to work with you for that period of years, so that people can also learn that as well?
The gospel truth is, in this time where we found ourselves, is not easy getting workers.
Okay.
I've been in a position whereby my decorators, the 3 of them left me.
Wow.
Wow. They left me there. And it's not that I've not really had challenges with when it comes to the workers. So you won't just get the crazy part of the story only. I've been in a position that people come and go. Do you understand? But the gospel truth is that when the right person comes, the right person sees your dream just as you are seeing it. So those that are not meant for winning bigs are those that left. So there is nothing special than doing, just that they are for this.
Wow.
The Lord has just made it that without these people, we can't get to where we are going. But those that are not for us has gone.
Wow.
You understand? So those that are for us, that understands the dream, they are with us. So there's nothing special I'm doing. It's not because I'm the best boss or nothing special. Do you understand? It's just that the Lord selected them to be with me at that point in time.
Wow. So as we wrap up this interview segment, I would like you to give an advice to young entrepreneurs and intending entrepreneurs.
That's nice. Oh. Please, the young ones that intends to go into business, please don't put money first. You know, these days, every youth wants to make it by all means. And the first thing we put in our mind is money. Put God first. Let Him be the one directing you. Let Him be the one giving you the vision you need. Let Him be the one telling you what your purpose is. So just put God first. And don't allow any man, woman, born of a woman to discourage you when you set out to do anything good for yourself, especially in your business. That is all I have to say.
Wow, you've heard from Winnie and Prince. There's no excuse. There is no excuse. You have all it takes to build that idea. Okay, don't be discouraged. Put in the effort that's required. And someday, sometime, you will be here on set sharing your own success story. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and turn on your notification button so that you don't get to miss any of our interview segments. Thank you. Bye.